Hello, angels. Welcome to day 7 of our 30 under 30 challenge. We are officially a full week in, so how are you feeling? How's it going? Are you finding it difficult to be consistent? Is it easier than you thought? Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so today we have a very special class, a hips and hamstrings flow. I always like to include a class that focuses on those two areas because our hips are one of our biggest network of muscles. They hold a lot of stress, a lot of tension, and because we're sitting all day, we rarely get to open up our hips. So we really want to release that and help us walk a little bit better, sit a little bit better, and just overall feel better in our body. And the hamstrings, well, the hamstrings I feel like are always tight no matter what you do. You just have to keep giving them attention and giving them love. Sometimes I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, will I ever be able to touch my toes again? That's how stiff they feel. So I really want to make sure that you learn some really good hamstring stretches that you can carry with you throughout the rest of your life. Okay, let's get started. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Hands are shoulder distance apart, knees are hips distance apart. And we're going to begin with our favorite warm-up, the hip circles. So bringing the hips in a nice big circle around the mat. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. Well, I guess the wrong way would be to limit yourself because you're afraid of how things will look. I really want you to focus on how this feels because this is a great way to warm up your hip joints, your wrists, your shoulders, your back, and just check in on how you're feeling. So tuning into your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. We'll be here for like 5 rounds of breath. Make sure to go the opposite direction if you haven't. All right, coming back to center, curl your toes under. And you're going to send your hips back to your heels. But when you do that, you're going to bring your left knee up. So sending the hips back, straightening the arms, reaching. It's like you're reaching forward to the top of the mat and let your left knee go outwards. Hips are back towards your heels. Okay? And then we inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, do the opposite. Send the right knee back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back, other side. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, come forward. Listen for the change. So we're going to come back, bring the left knee up. This time you're going to bring your hand back by your foot. And your elbow is going to go against your inner left knee. Then raise your right arm up, reach up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to feel a stretch in that left hip. The more you press that knee away with your elbow, the more of a stretch you're going to get. You can stay here or maybe wrap your right arm around your back. Find your inner left thigh. We breathe here for 3, 2, and 1 back to tabletop. And then we do the other side, bring the right knee back, right hand comes right by the foot, and then lift the left arm up. Maybe that elbow is pressing against the knee, intensifying the stretch here. I'm also feeling a stretch in my toes, which is something I've been working on because I've been doing ballet lessons, so working on my foot and toe flexibility. Let's stay here for 3, 2, and 1 back to tabletop. And let's take downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, hips go up and back. Get nice and cozy, bend and straighten the knees. Find a stretch in the calves, the Achilles, even the hamstrings here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2, and 1. 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg up, bend the top knee, take some knee circles. Warming up the hip joint, you have the option to bring the left elbow down to the mat as well. Breathing in and out through the nose for 3, 2, and 1. Three-legged dog. Extend that right leg and then take a runner's lunge. Step the right foot forward. Get high on the balls of the back toes. Lift your back kneecap super strong in that back leg. And we're going to floss forward and back. What we're targeting here is our left hip flexor, psoas muscle. It really impacts our mobility, our posture. It can help relieve lower back pain, which was a big problem for me before. But stretching out my hip flexor and also working on my core strength really, really helped. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2. Low lunge, bring your back knee down, and then lift your chest up. A couple options for the hands. You can raise them up. If you're also working on your arm strength, this is great. Tuck your pelvis under. Make sure that your knee is tracking over your ankle. So you might need to inch it forward or inch it back. And I really want you to feel a challenge in this left hip flexor. So if you're like this and you're not really feeling anything, bring that right foot forward. Don't be afraid to take up space. Bend into your front knee. Tuck the pelvis under, emphasizing that stretch in the hip flexor, and then bring the hands up. They can go up to the ceiling. You can bring them down to your knee. Or if you have some blocks, you can grab onto some blocks, place them underneath your hands, because we're going to hang out here for a little bit. Another tip is that if this back knee isn't feeling too great because it's up against the floor, you can place a towel underneath, fold your mat under, whatever you need to do. You don't have to suffer in silence. Make this as comfortable as possible. All right, chest up. If you have blocks, try to make sure that they're in line with your hips, not too far forward. And let's breathe in and out through the nose. Tip of the tongue to the back of your 2 front teeth. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, try leaning back. If you want even more, curl your back toes under. Lift your arms up, grab onto your left forearm. Inhale, elongate, and then exhale, lean over to the right. Maybe even bring a right hand down to a block or the floor. 5 more rounds of breath here. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, sending your blocks over to the side. We're going to come back to our downward facing dog. Press back, and you can shake it out here. Bend and straighten your knees. And we'll do the other side. So 3-legged dog on the left side. Bring the left leg up, bend the top knee, bring the right elbow down if you did it on the other side, and take some knee circles. Breathing in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2, and 1. 3-legged dog. Extend that left leg up, big stretch at the top, and then runner's lunge. Bring the left foot forward. Super strong in the back leg, back kneecap is lifted. And then we floss, rocking forward and back. Just finding space in that right hip flexor, releasing tension as you breathe in and out through the nose. Okay, low lunge, bring the back knee down, and then take a moment as you come up to check your form. Where are we at? Do you need to bring that left foot forward? Do you need to tuck the pelvis under more? What are you feeling? And once you find your edge, you can reach your hands up. You can bring your hands down to the knee or grab onto blocks, whatever feels good for you. Breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe curl your back toes under. Bring the arms up, grab onto the right forearm, reach up, and then lean over to the left. Left hand comes down to the mat. Breathing in and out through the nose. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Hands go down, downward facing dog, step back. Breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, let's flow a little bit. So inhale, bring the right leg up. Big stretch at the top. Lizard lunge, step the right foot to the outside of both hands. And bring the back knee down. Take a moment here. You do have a few options. You can turn your right toes out to the right to get more of an inner groin stretch. And you can even get on the outer edge of that right foot and finding an outer hip stretch. Let's breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the back foot up. You can stay here or reach around, grab on to the outer edge of the left foot. And don't just grab on. I actually want you to pull that foot in towards you. Yes, there we go. Little challenge. And then turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Breathing in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2. Release the back foot, and we're gonna do open gate pose. So come up, bring your left hand to the back of the mat, and you're just going to turn towards the left long edge of the mat. Extend your right foot back, make sure it's in line with your knee, and your left foot is directly behind your knee. So it's not at an angle like this, it's right behind, and then lift your right arm up. Big stretch. Breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe reach that right arm up and overhead. Find the stretch in the side body. And let's add on the hips. So lift your right leg up. Flex the foot. Lift up a little bit more. You should feel this in your glutes. And make sure that your left hand, when you look down, that it's tracking right underneath your shoulder. If you're feeling unstable, it's probably in too close to the body. Make sure that the left hand is tracking directly underneath your shoulder. Lift that right leg up a little bit higher. Don't grab onto the foot yet. Here for 3. We got to strengthen. 2. Now grab onto the right foot if you like. Press it in towards you. Turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release the right foot down to the mat. And then bend into the right knee. And now you're in like a modified warrior 2 with your arms out. And again, if this is uncomfortable for your knee, grab a towel, a blanket, place it underneath. But now you're just bending your right knee forward. The more you bend, the more of a stretch you're gonna feel in your hip, okay? So you're in control of how intense this is. You can also grab onto blocks or big books and place them here as you bend into your front knee. Ooh la la. All right, let's stay here for 5 rounds of breath. You also have the option of bringing your right hand down and left arm up. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Bringing your blocks over to the side. Turn towards the front of the mat. So your back foot is now again turning towards the front of the mat. Curl your back toes under. Lift your right arm up. Revolved runner's lunge. You have the option to stay here or take horizon pose, getting on the outer edges of both feet. Similar to what you did in lizard. You can reach that right arm up. Bring it down to the right knee. And breathe here, enjoying this stretch in the outer right hip. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, step back, downward facing dog. Bend and straighten your knees. Breathing in and out through the nose for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, other side, lift the left leg up. Inhale here. Lizard pose, step it to the outside of both hands, bring the back knee down. And again, remember your options. So you can turn your left toes out to the left. You can lift the sole of the foot off of the mat, getting on the outer edge of that foot, finding a stretch in the outer hip. It's up to you and what you want to focus on, what your body needs today. And then stay connected to your breath. Here for 3, 2. Okay, bend the back knee. You're either staying here, enjoying the stretch, or grabbing on with your left hand and pulling that foot in towards you. Turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Breathe in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Ooh, I needed that. And now let's take open gate pose. So straightening the front leg, coming up, take the right hand to the back of the mat. Make sure that your right foot is tracking directly behind your knee. Extend the left leg towards the front of the mat. Just make sure that the foot is in line with the knee. Look at your hand. Make sure that the hand is tracking directly underneath the shoulder. We want that straight line. Shoulders stack on top of one another and reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Stay here, maybe reach up and over. Breathing in and out through the nose, enjoying the stretch in the side body. And then we add the leg, lift the left leg up, flex the foot. Breathing in and out through the nose. Whew, this side is harder for me than the other. Lift it up a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2. Then bend the left knee, bring it in towards you. Finding the stretch in the quad and again in the hip flexor. In and out through the nose here for 3, 2. Press the hips forward. Gently release. Let that left leg come towards the front of the mat. Then bend into the left knee. And you find yourself in this modified warrior 2 again. Remember your options for your arms. You can expand your arms wide, bend into your front knee, bring your hands down to blocks, or you can send that left hand down to the floor, reach the right arm up. And again, just like we did earlier when we were in tabletop, you can press your left knee away from you. You can press your elbow into your knee, and that action is going to intensify the stretch. Breathing in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Turn towards the front of the mat. Bring that back foot back towards the front of the mat. Right hand goes down. Curl the back toes under. Lift the left arm up, big stretch. Stay here or get on the outer edges of both feet. You can inch this right hand forward a little bit too if it's a little bit too much weight on your wrists. Let's breathe in and out through the nose. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Turn back, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Gaze between your shins, release the muscle in the back of the neck. Breathing in and out through the nose for 3, 2. All right, let's come to a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you in like a pike position. And sit nice and tall, flex your feet. And we inhale, elongate, reach both arms up. Then exhale, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. It's more than okay to bend your knees. I always say, don't force it. Usually when you're straining, you're either hurting your back or forcing your hamstrings into a position they're not ready for yet. So be gentle with yourself and breathe. In and out through the nose. Here for 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, come up. We're gonna do a little bit of hip flexor strengthening before we cool it all the way down. So bringing your legs a little bit wider, like hips distance apart. You're gonna take both hands and frame your left foot. And now you're gonna point the toes. And then inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, lower it. The key to this one is rounding the back. You can get onto your fingertips. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Use your breath. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 5, 4, lower. 3, lower. 2, lower. 1, lower. Okay, other side. Frame your right foot. Point the toes, round the back like somebody's trying to pull you back, and then inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. You got this. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 5, lower. 4, lower. 3, lower. 2, lower. 1. Whew. Okay, let's try both at the same time. We're already here. Let's try it. Let's just do 3. Both at the same time. Okay, so feet together, onto your fingertips, round your back. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Ooh, let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 1 more, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. That's core and hip flexor strength. All right, lay down. Okay, cross your legs, bring your right leg over your left, like you're sitting down. And you're gonna reach towards your feet. Try to grab onto the outer edges of your feet. You got them? Okay, now that you have them, bring your feet up and start to pull them in towards you. You're gonna feel an amazing, juicy stretch for your outer hips. I like to bring my elbows down on the mat and then grab onto the outer edges of my feet. Sometimes I have to flip my grip. And we breathe. In and out through the nose. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch, left leg on top of the right, cross the legs, grab onto your feet, and gently pull in. Let your shoulders relax. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently release. Let's take happy baby, grabbing onto the outer edges of both feet, knees in towards the armpits. And you rock from side to side. The mat massage your lower back. Bring the knees together. Rock up and down the length of your spine. And come to a seated position. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Float your eyes closed. Let's take a collective breath to seal our practice for today. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Thank you so much for your practice, for your presence. It has been my greatest honor. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. Thank you so much for joining me for day 7. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you here, same time, same place for day 8. Bye.